Okay, it says it's live now. I don't know what happened. The stream cut out. I don't know why. Well, hello everybody. I'm sorry about that. For some reason the stream cut out and I don't know why. Okay, and why that's I don't. This is weird. Weird things are happening right now with the stream, and I don't understand it. All right, so I've got the electric wire. I've got the relay. I'll take a second one just in case. Comms out doing what comm does best.
Yeah.
Anybody who says he doesn't like comm doesn't know comm very well. Okay. Let's see here. Where can I put this? Put it right here. Should get it close enough. I can relay it. There we go. That will protect that area now.
Shot to the head, and you know they're dead.
Speaking of shots to the head, I saw one meandering about across the street. Alright, so now we've got the two turrets protecting the bridge area. We've got the other turret protecting the tunnel wall over there. With that one zombie, apparently multiple zombies that try to break, dig in, which I've repaired. Alrighty. Alright, so now I have to take a look. My cameras are mostly done. That goes in there. Hey, Death. Thank you. Appreciate that. I have no idea what happened to the earlier stream. It dropped off without notifying me of dropping off. So, but I had an earlier stream going. Shoot, over an hour ago. What time do you have your? What time is your appointment time? 1:30. Cobb?
Yeah, God, I keep forgetting I have to push to talk.
Okay.
Anyway, Yes, I got a 1:30, but I want to be gone here by 12-ish. I got to start getting ready. Take off there.
Okay, because it's 1:45 now. That's why I'm reminding you.
And don't get clobbered by the undead.
Yeah.
I'm clearing out this habitation. But I found a whole horde of shit.
Yes, he's got his sound system up and running. So now we all
Yes, I do.
So now we can all say hi to him, and you can tell him what's going on instead of having to type it. Ouch. Hand cramp. I hate that. I hate hand cramps. Turn that off.
Rather disappointing, to be perfectly honest.
What, the sound system?
No. The treasure in the hoard, or the hoard treasure.
Well, like I said, you're more than welcome. You know, everybody's more than welcome. They can come in and chat with us as we're playing.
Yeah, I don't mind having chit chat.
Yeah, I don't know if you've got if you're looking at the stream, but the Death Dealer says he's got his Discord. So I don't. I'm not sure if he's talking about having his own Discord or what.
Does this place have a basement?
I'm not sure where you're at, so I can't answer the question. No. EJ and I have been up there. No, it does not have a basement. Ah, Death Dealer.
Hello, how's it going?
Hello, everyone. Hello there. Death, this is Com. He's an old friend of mine. Goes way back when. I mean, literally back to the 80s.
Wow, I forgive me.
Yeah, it turns out we were part of the same invasion, but we became friends online without that knowledge.
Damn, you was.
So, I mean,
It was
literally...
data, and there was all sorts of shit going on. Stupid shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that. I missed the early part of that comment, Tom.
I said it was stupid, but it had to happen.
Oh, you talking about Grenada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's down?
Yeah,
I'll switch them.
so, but yeah, have you seen the new updates with for the base?
Me or Chrome?
No, you did. You did. Come, haven't seen it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I've
hey.
seen it.
No, I'm talking to Death.
I know you're talking to death. I got it.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Okay. Well, anyway, this is the new runway. This is our east-west runway,
Yeah.
and down here is this opens up to the tunnel system I've got below ground on bedrock.
Oh, yeah. Oh wow. Jesus. Safe to say you've been busy then? Definitely.
I've been busy, yes. See, I'm on bedrock now,
Nice.
and it's secure down there because I covered over the holes that were in the street.
Yeah, I could never do anything like that because I'm not massively knowledgeable about 7 days to die, if you will. I mean, I know some stuff, obviously, on the PS4 version, but when it comes to the PS5 version beta, there's so much stuff added to it. It's unreal. Like anything to do with the chaps, electronics, or anything to do with wiring. I don't know what I'm doing on that. So as long as that's going, I don't know.
If you haven't noticed, I'm a good builder.
Oh, I mean, I did that straight away the first time I came to the stream.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you should have seen when I initially built this. The first thing I built was this pedestal that you see. It's actually solid all the way to ground. And so that's the first thing I build. And then I start working on the outside, this area down there. Because that turns to, initially that's where I have my fights. This is right here. I'm shooting them off the ladder coming up to this hatch.
Yeah.
And but once I get that built, I've got the walls up. I've got a little perch over here, which this is what this is. It's X-ray, and it tends to be like that one.
The fact that you have that all set up perfectly and the layout is spot on is impressive.
Thank you for the compliments. It wasn't so great you missed it yesterday, or not yesterday, but Saturday. They where I'm looking at, they broke through.
I was here Saturday. I was
Oh, you didn't watch it?
Well, yeah, no. Basically, I started filming on to watch the time, and I was gonna watch the whole thing, but I ended up dozing off. But I left the phone was on the screen still, so I basically left my phone on YouTube.
Shooting at over here?
Shooting at anything.
Sounds like there's more unfriendlies on the other side of the building now.
Yeah, there is.
I've got unfriendlies over here, so. I'm glad I put this turret up over here. Literally, Death, I just put that up not 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's one of those. They come out of nowhere and then they're like, oh hello, and then they destroy your stuff. It's like, really?
Oh,
we built that.
Oh, for one horde night we had a surprise. We got the game gave us a surprise. Under this runway, we have what I call the clay pit. This is just all filled with dirt. Well, at first I didn't have it covered over.
Mm-hmm.
So the zombies were spawning on top of the clay pit. So here we are, we're fighting in a normal place to fight, and all of a sudden we're getting hit, and it's like, where did they break through? We couldn't figure out where they were breaking through until I looked and I see them wandering, walking around on top of the clay pit. I'm like, how did they get up there? And that's when I saw two things going on. they were spawning over here, right in this general area here. But then, oh, speaking of, but then they were trying to break through the walls. Where you see you see those circles and the now that's a good combo. That's a deadly combo to the Zeds. You put the circles down, and then you dig a block one more block of clay, and you put spikes in that block. And what happens is the zombies fall into the hole, and they can't get out. So the spikes do massive damage to them before they can manage to get out of there.
Yeah, they usually die.
That's good.
So, but yeah, this all started off as just this little block building with my garden up on top.
Well, it shouldn't. I mean, I know me on a Tuesday been playing Minecraft and all, you know what I mean? Like, but what you've done there is damn.
Well, I'm not a don't get me wrong. I'm not a big fan of Minecraft. I know a lot of people like Minecraft. I'm just not one of them. I've tried it. To me, it's boring. After dealing with 7 Days to Die, Minecraft is boring. Now, if I started off with Minecraft and then went to 7 Days to Die, it might be a different story. But yeah, no, he didn't. There we go. Unless you just put new stuff in there, Com. Alright, it's going on 1, Com. Just trying to remind you about your appointment.
I know, I'm just trying to get cleaned up.
So. But, oh yeah, check this out. I know the game is running that a little delayed for you from what I'm talking about, but you can see it. But if you look at my ammo parts, all the bullet casings I've got.
Jesus, damn. Yeah, I don't think you got your bullet casings.
What's that?
I said I don't think you have enough bullet casings.
I just need more lead. But yeah, I've got. But here's the reason I've got so much. We've got.
Box half full again.
What's that?
Box half full again.
All right, I'll go get it. But yeah. But anyway, the reason I've got so much bullet casings is because of all the radiators that they've been harvesting.
Yeah. Because obviously they have glass and that.
Oh yeah, all I gotta do is, I'll be honest with you, I've got a great little team here. All I gotta say is we're short on this, and everybody jumps in and goes ham hog on getting it.
Short on what, sorry?
Oh, that's interesting. Level 5 nerd outfit.
Yeah, I looked at that and I go, well, what the hell's that?
System failure. Shutting down.
All right. We'll catch you. We'll catch you this afternoon then. Come when you come back when do the second stream. So, but yeah, it's nice to finally hear your voice there, Jeff. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I was explaining everything, but I was pressing the wrong button to talk.
I've done that a couple of times myself.
I hate to say this because it isn't meant to be rude or anything. Your accent is more northern English than. So where are you from?
Liverpool, northwest.
Oh, yeah, you're way north. I was thinking York.
He sounds like he's like right there on the border of Scotland. You know, like either one or the other side
He's
of the border
from
of Scotland.
Scotland, you dumbass. It's just he can actually talk.
Do you know what's funny? The amount of people that have said that to me as well.
I did not understand what you said.
I said the amount of times I've been told I sound Scottish, Welsh, or a different type of accent is hilarious.
Oh, I've learned that you don't start naming people until you find out exactly where they're from. But anyway, I've got to be heading off, so I'll catch y'all later.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna stay on for a little bit, get things hooked up because I gotta make some turrets off of the cameras and everything for the sensors.
No problem. Well, I'll definitely see you soon, Tom. Good meeting.
All right, it's good to meet you too.
So, I wonder if Com knows how to actually turn off the Discord. Yeah, you have to do it through the task manager. That's how I turn it off all the time.
One thing I tend to do, I leave to
You're gonna have to speak up a little. Let me get your volume up a little bit, because it's like you know, it's just the way it's the way you talk. I understand that, so. But I got you to get your volume up so I can hear you better.
Okay.
All right. I got you maxed out on my side. Say again.
Testing 1, 2.
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm getting an
Yeah,
echo back, but that's okay.
Probably me.
Think we have enough bones?
No.
No. Okay.
Not enough.
Not enough. Okay. Okay, that goes to overflow.
I'm just testing something.
Yep, there he goes. He must have turned off his computer. That's another way to get it turned off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But oh yeah, it's like. So you saw the breakthrough Saturday?
Yeah, I managed to get a sense of it, and then I was also replying to a text message as well. So I was like, no, bad timing.
Yeah, we garnered more likes off of that Saturday video than any others. Everybody loved the fact of how we fought when we had that breakthrough.
Yeah.
It's almost like they were.
Oh.
It's almost like everybody was cheering to see the zombies break through this.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Some people do want to see zombies killing people. As bad as that sounds.
That's okay. You have all kinds in this world. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just like, gee, can't you cheer for us?
Cheers for us, for God's sake. We're the ones doing it.
Oh, then check this out. We've got over 100 armor parts. I don't know what we're gonna do with them. I really don't. Everybody's gonna settle down their armor already.
I don't know what you're gonna do with it. To be perfectly honest with you, something I think.
Okay, and as you see, I've got replacement blade traps, which don't see much business now. My one friend goes out and makes outposts that we can get, that we can go to if we need to, we need to stop off and offload stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I've got to do, collectors. Now I've got to build the SMG turrets.
Ooh.
So.
Oh, that would definitely be interesting.
SMG. I prefer the SMG auto turrets over the shotguns.
Ooh, I don't know, I generally do not know because with me, I'm kind of looking to certain things.
Okay, handgun parts, which is over there, oil. As you know, I get into overkill.
You should see some of the stuff I don't mind for. That's overkill.
Scrap polymer. And parts. And then those handgun parts. Handgun parts. Running a little low on handgun parts. Alrighty. Let's see what I can. Let's see recipes. SMG auto turrets. Let's see how many will let me do. It looks like I'm going to be able to make 15.
Hey, nice.
And it's going to take an hour and a half of real time to do, but hey, I'm not complaining.
It's worth it. Definitely not.
That's why I've got. If you look, that's why I've got 3 workbenches.
I mean, it's better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry, isn't it?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over that thunder. You talk kind of quiet.
I said it's better to be safe than sorry.
Ah, yes. You were absolutely right about that. Or as my dad used to say, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, that's another one, yeah.
That's why I've got 3 of these. Now, you should have seen the day when I was like a super builder. I would literally have 3 forges just dealing with making cement.
Wow.
Right? But I'd have at least 9 of these mixers going. I mean, and then I'd have, multiple workbenches beside that one. So while I'm making the cement in the forges, when they're done, I'm putting them in the mixer to make concrete mix. When that's done, I'm putting them into the workbench to make the, putting them in the workbench to make the blocks.
Yeah.
And literally, like, I'm churning out. Oh, how much was it at one point? I must have been churning out like several thousand blocks minimum a day. And I think I'm underestimating. But the other reason I was doing that, because the server I was on, we discovered if you made concrete, and you made it into a shape and sold it, you can make a lot of money. That's one of the things I find out real quick, how to make a lot of money. Now, let me show you something. Watch this. See what it says on the sale price? $67.50 for a stack.
Yeah, 1 sec. There's a delay. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, when the delay delay catches up, you'll see it.
6,750. Fucking hell.
Right now, I've got a mod on Enforcer sunglasses. I've got a mod on it. It brings it up to $72.50.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Watch.
well, I think.
Here, now I'll go look at the stack again. Alright. That should be enough, but you'll see, it goes up to $72.50.
Yeah.
That's insane, isn't it?
I wish I had. Blaming what they're called. Mods. 93.
No, these are standard mods, and these are vanilla mods.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought they were. I thought because obviously on PC, I thought they were normal.
No, like I said, this is vanilla. This is not a modded game. Anybody can do what I've done here. Matter of fact, I've had a couple of guys tell me they've taken my base and modified it for the way they want to play. So
That's always handy.
what's that?
I said that's always handy.
Oh yeah. I mean, because I had a lot of people say, oh, I never, I have a horde base, and then I had, and then I have my production base, and I said I've learned how to build it where it's both.
The thing is though, what I tend to do sometimes is I will literally go into cheap mirrors, right, and then I will literally practice building a base. That way I've got it sorted and memorised. That way when it's time to play, or time to get it sorted, really.
So yeah, I think when I get the ammo rees up to get the second row kind of started, like the last one kind of started. I think I'll stop my making it and just have it there for in the forge. Oh, did I just see what I think I saw? Yes, I did.
I know I saw that one somewhere.
I gotta figure out what it's doing. I think that's my mouse. Let's see. I have to make shotgun shells.
Yay. I call shotgun.
So I need buckshot and gunpowder. Need all that gunpowder, but we'll see. Oh, that's being busy with those. Go back. And maximize all the ammo parts I can get, or all the shotgun shells I can get.
Let me guess, you can make it available over 1,000.
No, actually with this one, I was only able to make 151.
Ah. Yeah, I was close enough.
company. I love my sniper gun, my sniper rifle. What's even better is, unless you're shooting, like, unless the bullet lands near them, they don't even know they're being shot at.
Yeah, because obviously it has a pressure on it. Yeah, always has suppressors. Always.
Hang on a second. I gotta check on this one. Oh, okay.
What's up?
I just got notified by the other player that he's not going to be able to join me this afternoon. One of his animals has to go see the vet.
That's not easy at all.
Must have been this one I was looking at. No? This one? Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. I don't know why.
Sorry, I couldn't move myself in time. That was coming out, whether I liked it or not.
Yeah, for me, soda can do that.
So yeah,
Unfortunately, I drink water and I start coughing. I have no clue why.
Yeah, I just had a cup of tea.
You wouldn't be living over in the Isles if you didn't have tea at certain points in the day.
Don't worry. I'm just staying with the tradition of stereotypical British people.
Well, you know how that tradition started, right?
No.
That tradition started because of the what was the name of that? What was the name of that big company, that West Indies Trading Company?
Yeah.
That was their mainstay. They made a lot of money off of it. And what happened was one of the monarchs that was on at the time, they came up to the king and said, "Look, we got all this tea. We need to be able to make some money. Is there anything you could do to help make so that people will use more of them?" So the king, whether it was a king or queen, I don't remember, they started the tradition of having tea at a couple of times during the day to encourage the use of it, and it just spread.
That's what's pretty impressive and cool.
But you'd be surprised what a lot of these traditions that you've got, that why they started. It's like you remember the old nursery rhyme, "Ring Around the Rosie"?
Yep.
Do you know the story behind that?
Nope.
The Black Death.
Oh.
Ring Around the Rosie. It was basically when you were infected, you had a red mark and then there was a ring around it.
Oh.
And a pocket full of posies was what people used to do when they were going to bury somebody who had died. And then it's like ashes, reference to you go back, you turn out, they would burn them. So ashes. And the final part of the death is we all fall down.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah, about that. I never knew about that.
Yeah, you'd be surprised you'd be surprised what the history of a lot of things. Like I was going to listen to the story behind Humpty Dumpty.
Oh God.
From the intro it was actually based on a real person.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so he's not going to be in. That means I got to do all the farming. Let me go up top. We can do farming a couple times a day. What happened up here? Lost a whole bunch of the crops. We can do farming a couple of times a day. But, we've got so much in the way of crops. He's like, we're like, do it once a game day is enough. I mean, if you remember, I used to have the dew collectors up here.
Yeah.
Well, I moved them to their own little perch, and that hum you're hearing is the solar panels.
I actually can't hear the solar panels.
Oh, you can't hear it?
No.
Hear that low throbbing hum?
Just about now, yeah, just about.
Yeah. That's the solar panels.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to have to go down. No lines, ifs, or buts about that one. And whenever I do farming, I just redo it the way he had it. DJ's basically the farmer. I know this is the boring part, but
to be honest with you, I'm actually in COD and watching the stream as well. So
you watching the pod stream?
No. I'm playing Call of Duty Black Warzone, but what I'm doing, I'm building custom loadouts, and I'm also watching your stream as well. So I'm doing two things at once.
Oh, okay. That works.
Come around me. That's for sure.
Okay, I know he's got coffee there, so I'll put that out there. He's got hops for some weird reason, so I'll put that out. I'll bring that up as well. Still want to know what happened to this. Must have been a bird. I'm beginning to think I'm going to need to have a turret up here for aerial defense.
Could do.
Oh, you should have seen one of my great builds before I got the sized down. Believe it or not, this place that I built, this is sized down.
Really?
Yeah, this is nowhere near the biggest I've ever built. There was a base. This is no joke. This base is so huge. It took 57 land claims to cover it. I mean, everybody had to use their land claims. And then I had to get permission from the owners of the server for us to be able to use more than the standard land claims.
That's absolutely nuts. Not gonna lie. That is absolutely nuts.
And what was funny was, they had a rule about not killing other players.
Yep.
Well, this base that I built, it didn't have, there was no gate to it. I just had basically, we all walked in through an open archway. And, but it was designed for, it was designed for, zombies. Because we knew they wanted an easy way in, so they would come around and go in that way. Well, we put signs out there. Warning. I mean, these big signs. I mean, we put it on. Put it up sign up there, a big pole, and I said, and it said, "Do not enter. You will get shot. Right? You will get hurt."
Yep.
We had players that didn't listen, and so they would get in, they'd get killed, and then they go and complain that we were player killing.
Good question. Did any of them say they are actually dyslexic?
I don't know if they were dyslexic or not.
Well, if they weren't, then they should have won the investigation.
Well, here's the thing. When the server owners came by to look at it, he said, "Yeah, we've got some complaints about you player killing." I said, "No, we're not." I said, "No, it's probably they probably came in through here.
Yeah.
They probably came in, went through this gate, and there's a big warning there: do not enter. Danger, do not enter. You will be killed." And they said, "All right, that covers it. You're covered. Not a problem."
Nice, there we go. Sorry, I had to put my headset back in because the wire was tangled.
No problem. But we never, we didn't get in trouble for that.
That's good.
Because we put a warning out.
Yeah.
Try to tell people, do not come in here. You might get killed. Come in here. So if they got a complaint, they already knew what was going on. And the other thing about it was nobody could figure out how it was that I could kill people and get away with it.
Easy. Very easy. The fucking thing you got.
Yeah. Well, seriously, if I didn't have that sign up, I would have gotten into trouble.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just making some food ready.
Yeah, what was the other fun thing about, there were two other fun things about that base that I was just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I had 3 turrets on top of the central building that were basically guarding against buzzards.
Right.
So every once in a while we'd go up and check it, make sure it had ammo in it. We never had a problem with the birds after that, because they covered the guns covered the whole base.
Nice.
And then to add to the story of the base, we had, now this was a modded server, so there were certain things they had, like they had you know, the log spikes that they used to have.
Yeah.
Well, there was a mod that you could, you know, you could take it up and it would turn into flaming spikes.
Very nice.
And
I mean, to be fair, who doesn't flaming spike? You know what I mean?
what's that?
Who doesn't love a good log spike that's on fire?
Well, I had fun with it, and so did the whole server.
I can imagine why.
Well, here's what I did. I dug a trench all the way around my base. It was like the trench when completed was 15 blocks deep. At the base, at the bottom of the trench, I did a checkerboard pattern of flaming spikes and catapults.
Yeah.
Well, about halfway down, I had it crisscrossed with electric wires. Right? So on Horde Night, on Horde Night, what would happen is the zombies would come up to the edge, they would fall down. All right, and if they landed on the spikes, they would start catching fire. Right? But regardless of whether they caught fire or not, they had to go through the electric fence both ways. Right? So we didn't call it Horde Night. We called it Fireworks Night. Because you would see these zombies coming up from the trench, firing, going off. There would be red, orange, green, and blue. Everybody used to come to the base and stand on the wall just to watch the fireworks.
Nothing beats a bit of fireworks though.
What's that?
I don't care how old people are, can't beat the fireworks.
Oh yeah, it was fun. I mean, every once in a while you'd have to shoot one that turned into a crawler because it landed on the other side of the trench. But it was just, like, oh, look at all this. Oh, that's coffee, not seeds. I got the wrong one. All right. But,
Yeah, it's one now.
I picked the wrong one. I picked a stack of coffee. But yeah, they absolutely. I made a lot of friends on that one.
That's good to hear.
Okay, let me get this back to where it belongs. Alrighty. Now we can finish this off. But yeah, everybody used to also come to my store because I had what I called Sky Mall.
Yeah.
And I would literally go around buying all the player vending machines I could find. And I had, you name it, I had it for sale.
Dynamite, I'm guessing.
So, alright, let's put all that back. Only thing that we can work on the seeds. Let me get some back. That goes downstairs. And yes, that was intentional. I built that so literally I built that so I could climb up, and then I put these two down so all I had to do was jump down.
Right, okay. I was gonna say something, but I was like, hang on.
So.
To be fair, I've done stuff like that. I build something and I'll have a day and somebody will quickly like, somebody in chat will mention me and say, what you doing with that? I was like, oh, you end up seeing what See what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. There's only 16 watts of power being utilized there. I could probably get away with. Let me turn this off real quick. Bingo. But you know what? I just realized I probably should have a spare engine, probably in case they turn on. All right, so I've got plenty of juice to handle that. Let me see how much these are being taxed here. One of the things you find out when you get into electricity is you're going to have to adjust what you got. Like 154 for all that. That's cool. Okay, there's only 5 watts of power being used out here. Can only make 47. Alright, so I definitely need more solar cells. But that covers, let's see, that covers all my power needs. How's that for getting down off the roof?
Not better than that. A lot better than I block, personally. That's for sure.
Okay, one more of those. Those are done. I'm gonna start keeping the stats. Oh, I'm gonna have to do something about that.
Why? I mean,
I'm not gonna need all those engines.
True, but what you could also do though is keep them that way. If one engine does get damaged, you have spares though.
Engines don't get damaged when you get them.
Oh, right.
But the batteries are a good source of what you call that?
Ah, yeah.
I'm just being curious here. I need 5. Oh, I was thinking about. I've got brass in that one forge that I don't need it there.
Right.
So I was thinking about what brass I need to be able to pull it out. Okay, alright, that'll work. Yeah, I've got brass. I've got brass for days right now. I've had brass for days. Literally. I didn't harvest my super corn. Alright, let me go get the seeds. Don't forget that ramp is there.
I've done that myself a couple of times, to be honest with you. I build something and then I forget it's there and I finish myself. How on earth did you get there?
And it's like, oh yeah, I put it there.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, it's not like there's not enough trees around the map that we can harvest them all we want. But
Plus,
I like it close, where I can and secure, so this way if I need it, I can go at any time, day or night, and harvest them.
yeah, it's a lot easier. Plus, it also means...
That's why I've got 16 back there. You see my tree farm?
Yeah, I have seen it. Yeah, I have seen the tree farm. A buddy of mine did something similar to your idea, but not exactly the same idea. So, what he did was no, no. He had the same idea as you did for the trees, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't do the same idea. He did something different. Basically, what he did was he built a 20 by 20 platform and put his trees on the roof of his base.
Oops.
Yeah, but however, to my amusement, he actually made it work. Surprisingly, I don't know how.
Oh yeah, it'll work. But over time, if it's on wood, it will weaken the wood structure.
Yeah. So that's always one of the issues.
You found out the hard way that it does that, right?
Oh yeah. I personally found it the hard way. He hasn't found out yet, but he found it the hard way.
Yeah, you have to find out the hard way with a lot of stuff. Like one of the tallest structures, like like I said, I've gone through my building phase. I've built tall structures. I was going to build a place for, like, on one server, I was going to build a place that players could come when they're starting, and they could stay there. And they were given an amount of time, and when they so it's like after that time though they'd have to pay rent.
Yeah, I'm listening to it. Right.
And but I kind of had to stop building it because literally it got so high that I literally start getting vertigo. I mean, it's like in real life, I've got an issue with heights.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so high, I started feeling my phobia started showing up in the game. So literally, I had built this building from bedrock, and it was at 100. It was 150 meters tall.
Yeah. If that's the case, then there's a certain video in my playlist of Minecraft videos, right, that I highly recommend you do not watch.
Oh no, I can watch somebody else.
I can guarantee you. Oh, right, okay.
I can watch somebody else do something with heights. I just can't.
Right, okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. Basically, my mate's mum has the same thing. She has vertigo as well. So, I know it's like.
Yeah, well, I figured out where it came from. when I was about 9 years old, my my family decided to, you know, get a new roof on the house that we were living in. And there was a ladder that went up. Now you gotta understand, this was a 2-story home with a full attic. Right? So this ladder basically went up 3 floors. And what happened is I went up on the ladder, and I was about 2/3 of the way up the ladder, and it decided it didn't want to be against the house anymore.
Oh, bloody hell.
So I didn't get hurt, but I got really scared. And
Oh yeah, I will be. No.
But you know, before then, I was climbing. We had a pine tree, and we had a pine tree in our yard. Actually, several of them. And this pine tree, even though it was a peaked roof, I could see the whole roof from the top of this pine tree. Yeah, I was a typical boy. I climbed trees.
Sure, I did, but I wouldn't climb that high though.
Oh yeah, I loved it, especially when the wind started swaying. Oh, that was fun.
No. That's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. As soon as the wind goes wind and the branch starts swinging left to right and you're on it, with that between your bloody legs, yeah, you can count me down in that matter of time. Hell no. Thank you, but no. I would rather stick my head and my nuts in a blender. But no, definitely not.
I loved it.
Oh yeah, sure, you can love it. I won't be loving it. I won't be doing. I've got cream, but I've got Chinese style chicken skewers in the air fryer at the moment. I can't wait. It's gonna be absolutely brilliant.
Now let me show you something when I get done with this. Now understand, I don't have a farming outfit on me. This is just with my own personal skills. But when I get done harvesting all this, I'm going to show you how much I've actually got, how many stacks I get out of this. Yeah. Wait till you see all those stacks. I've got 2 rows.
I guess you could say you're. No, Jesus.
Could you imagine if I was in a server doing this?
Rows, man.
I'd be the richest man in the server.
Yeah. I was gonna say. So technically, you're a corn star.
A Caldwell?
A corn star.
Oh, a coin star. Okay.
Corn star.
Oh, corn star. Okay. Finally, I got it.
Yeah. It was a joke. It was a play on the words from the other one.
Yeah. Well, remember that one server I was telling you about with the trench?
Yeah.
That's where I found out about the. Oh. All right. Let's see.
Right. I'm going. Yeah. Sorry, dude, but I'm going. Oh, hang on. Oh, wood. Never mind. Wood.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, anyway.
Go on, sorry. Yeah, sorry, dude. Basically, I've been staying at my mum's house, right? And
Yeah.
the bloody air fryer door came off, so I was shitting one. I was panicking, absolutely panicking, because it came off. I was like, oh no, what do I do?
Yeah.
But I fixed it now, so.
Oh, okay, cool. But anyway, one of the things I was going to tell you, that's where I found, it started with the, about how I find what's the best thing to sell to the trader.
Yeah.
This is no joke. We had, what was it? We were pushing 2 million dukes before the server ended up wiping.
The sim wipes itself.
Every once in a while, you got every server will wipe. If there's like a new version coming out, they will wipe the server and start fresh.
Yes.
No, that's the nature
So-
of the game. Everybody who plays 7 days is used to new versions coming out and restarting all over again.
Yeah, but on PS4, I had 7 days. That never happened.
Say again.
Yeah, but the thing is though, all the hardware of making bases, that.
Yeah,
And then servers
I'll be
wipe.
honest with you, it does get annoying. But let's see. It does get annoying having to restart all of it. But after playing this, because I've been playing it since, which alpha? I think it was like 8 or something like that. I've been playing this thing for, I think it's been 8 years. I'd have to look it up. And I enjoy it. I enjoy. As you can tell, I enjoy it. I mean, one season, one season long, I'm pushing 100%. Now, who's there? Hello. Nobody important, really. Okay, how you doing, man? Okay, Jeff, maybe you can deal with that one. He's talking about server authentication for PS5 and Xbox. I guess you can't get onto servers on those?
Wait, hang on. At the PS4 and Xbox get the server authentication in May, so bad. I can't actually comment on that because I've not had that issue yet. So unfortunately, I can't give you a definitive answer.
Okay, yeah, I know nothing about it because I play on PC.
I mean, I am on PS5, but I've not had anything like that before.
The rule of thumb that I always have is if there's a problem, if there's a problem with the game, don't hesitate to re-download. But yeah, you kind of caught me here. It's going at 2. Even though the stream's only about an hour, it was only about an hour and a half old, I've actually been playing since 11. I started streaming and the stream, the earlier stream cut out on me for some weird reason. I don't know why. I'll have to see if I can investigate and take a look. But,
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Let's see, all my friends are P5, I'm PC, they can't join my server. They can't crossplay? Oh, you saying there's a problem with the crossplay?
Hang on, wait there.
What?
All my friends PS5 and PC they can't. Actually, okay. About that, right. I got a buddy of mine on one of them's on PC and the rest are on PS5, I think. There is a way to do it. Unfortunately, I do not know that way personally because I'm meant to be joining them at some point soon. But excuse me. The only thing I can think of is Google it. That's literally the thing I can think of because I don't know how they do it.
Now, if I can add my 2 cents in here, I don't know if this will work. If you have your friends make a server, can you join their server? You know, it might work out that way. I don't know. I mean, it's an idea.
Okay. I mean, you could try it.
No, I'm not saying about them connecting to yours. I'm saying about you trying to connect to theirs. Let them set up the server, and you join their server. Have you tried that? Have you tried it that way? So we'll get that. 2 minutes. Why am I coming up with that? Oh, okay, I see. So, okay, all right. I see what the problem is. Like, if he, Jeff, basically the problem is if he goes to get on a server that somebody's rented,
Yeah.
right? They can't join that server.
Ah, right. That sucks.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one. Yeah, hopefully the fun pimps take care of that.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, by the way, Jeff, did you realize those posters that are out there? They have a Mad Mole. He and his brother created this game. Mad Mole has his face on one of the wanted posters.
That's cool. So literally, it's basically like a little Easter egg, isn't it? In a way.
Most people don't know that. I actually discovered that because I've seen images of Mad Mole. I've seen him in videos, so I know what he looks like. I don't know what his brother looks like. I've never figured that out. I've never seen him. But I saw him, and I look at the one posted one day, and it says, you know, that's Mad Bull. Okay. Well, hopefully that works out. May's only a month away.
Well, to be fair with you, the way Microsoft's going, I don't think they will. Personally,
I mean, yeah.
Microsoft is going downhill recently going downhill. But I mean, I don't know, but just to me, but personally, I wouldn't hold a breath on it. If I was you,
Well, Microsoft ran into the big company mentality. That every big company, every big company hits that wall. You know, and they become arrogant.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like, you know, they have to deal with that, deal with the arrogance, and either become so arrogant that you know that they're a monopoly type of arrogance. However, that will work for certain companies. You know, arrogance will work for, like, you know, an oil company, a steel company. It'll work for them. But when you're dealing with people, you know, having to deal directly with your customer base, it doesn't work so well.
No.
And the thing about it is Microsoft has to figure out how to get around that arrogance and get back to its roots.
Well, thing is though, all that Microsoft has to do really is stop buying companies. They have already bought out Blizzard and fucking EA and other stuff like that, haven't they? So you know.
They bought EA.
If Microsoft, well, apparently, I mean, if they stop, if they bought Blizzard. I know they bought Blizzard. I know that much.
I'll have to look that up when we get up.
Yeah, if Microsoft actually stopped buying shit like that, then
Alright, hang tight.
I'm sorry.